And Joey Villani is the owner of the Nash Academy Dog Grooming School and a judge on Animal Planet's Groomer Has It. Joey, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You heard a lot of groomers in that piece say that the equipment is safe if used properly. But why these dryers? Why do you have a setting that can go up to 100 degrees when there's no way that would ever be safe for a dog?
Well, I really can't answer that question because it shouldn't. We actually take the heating element out of the ones that we have in the school, and it runs on just whatever the room temperature is, just so fresh air is blowing over the dog and it's a comfortable temperature.
So why, and I understand you believe it should never go higher than around 85 at the most?
At the very most. At the very most. You know, like a comfortable breeze if you're sitting at the beach, but not a real hot, you know, strong breeze.
Well, why are these dryers so prevalent? Is it a matter of just getting dogs in and out quickly?
What it does, it gives the groomer the availability to do more dogs in a single day. Unfortunately, most groomers don't know how to use them. There's certain dogs that can't go in a drying kennel even without a heating element, like flat-faced dogs, like pugs and boxers. They're not supposed to go in there at all because they can't breathe when air is blown directly in their face.
And yet they are put in by some groomers. If you don't know, you're going to put them in. And as they said, some people don't know what they're doing.
Unfortunately, it's an industry that's not licensed yet. And we've been trying for years to get this industry licensed, but it hasn't. As much as we've been trying to move forward, it seems like we take 3 steps backwards.
And why is that, do you think?
You know what? It goes in front of the states, and I just think there's so much on their plates that it's, you know, pushed to the side.
So what do you do? I mean, poor Amanda and Keith, they lost their dog, and the reason they even did this interview was to make sure it didn't happen to another animal. I have a dog. I go to a groomer. What should I do? What should I look for? What should I ask?
You have to ask questions. First, the groomer really should be asking you questions. They should be professional. The place should look and smell clean. They should ask you to tour the facilities. They should show you where the dog is going to be caged, what the procedures are going to be. They should be asking you questions. If they don't, ask them. I mean, get a little bit more involved and say, okay, you know, what's the procedure here? What are you doing to my dog? And if they're reluctant about showing you the place and taking you
walk away.
Walk away.
Okay, and also, it's not just cage dryers. First of all, I don't want to imply that all groomers are bad, because they are not. But it's not just cage dryers to look out for. Also, when the animal's on the table, don't they have some sort of...
It's called a safety. We call it a safety loop. A lot of people call it a noose. I like calling it a safety noose. It sounds better. But if that's not adjusted properly and has a little bit of play in it, when a dog jumps off the table and that snaps, it'll break the dog's neck. Groomers need to be within hand's reach of the pet at all times.
All right, Joey Villani, thank you so much for your insight.